Hello friends, yes, Nidhi again. So the last video that I posted, I got many views, many reviews, many comments. People came up and told me, something good, something bad about the video. I had some concerns also. So a few of my family members also picked up the phone and they actually told me that, are you very sure that you want to post that video on the social media that you've already posted? So to all those who really care for me, I would like to say that yes, I am very sure that I posted that video. And yes, I'm here to help those who are not able to help themselves. I'm here just a message away so that I will be able to help them. I will be able to help them come out of the situation they are in, and maybe they're not able to communicate well with the family members or friends like the others do. I will help them to actually come out of the situation in which they find themselves stuck. So I always believe that if you're not in the situation, you will never understand what the pain is. You can always go up to the person and say, yes, I do understand your situation. But no, unless you are there, you will never understand the situation. So for me, no, I will not give you big solutions. I will not give you something which is out of this world, and you won't be able to do it. It will be a genuine friend to friend communication that you can have with me. All the girls out there, yes, you can have a communication with me. So okay, let's start with the main purpose that I had this video. So after my first video, I had a message coming in which said, "Hey Nidhi, you know what? You're doing such a beautiful thing, and no one better than me, can understand how it feels like being there." So I got a little, I literally got goosebumps that someone actually came up that even she had a problem and how she came out of it. So I just fixed a time with her, saying that can I just call you up and can we just discuss about what the situation was and how you came out of it. And since she suggested that she doesn't want to come on the camera, so I would be her mode of communicating her story with you. No names, because she was a little reluctant in giving her name out in social media. So yes, she called me up. We had a long 1.5 hours chat, wherein she explained everything that she went through, and what was her emotions, what were her her kind of strength that she gathered to come out of the emotions. Yes. So the story started like this. A young girl just came out of a college life and started her job. So as the Mumbai life is, most of the jobs we have to actually travel to the local train. So since she was aloof, a little away from Mumbai, more of the other part of Mumbai, so she had to actually travel by train. There few days when she actually visited the station and all, she found that a guy was actually staring at her and trying to follow her. So that time, initial a few days were awkward, but then she eventually started liking it. Okay, someone is observing me, someone is liking me. Obviously everyone is keen, when everyone loves it when somebody actually looks at you, appreciates you for your looks, for the way you talk, for the way you behave with them. So she also appreciated that. She also looked back, and smiles were exchanged. And gradually she realized that he was someone who was from her vicinity. She had seen him before, so that made her more comfortable, that yes, I know that this guy, maybe I'm comfortable in talking to him. Gradually they exchanged numbers, they started meeting, late night calls, as it always happens in a new relationship. Late night calls, meeting each other during weekends, meeting each other again because their train timings were same. Gradually things went on. A few months passed and she realized that yes, she started liking that person, and yeah, the bond was quite good. So he proposed her that, she wants to, uh, could she be able to be his partner for the rest of his life. So so for her it was not very difficult to give an answer, because she had already been with him, and she was sure that he's the right person. She would like to live her life with. तो बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसी हुई, तो उसने जस्ट हाँ बोल दिया कि हाँ, मतलब मैं रेडी हूँ तेरे साथ रहने के लिए. 2 दिन हुए, एंड द शॉकर ऑफ हर लाइफ केम इन. She understood that he was already married to a lady. No, but he was already divorced, and he had a 2 to 3 years old baby. That was the moment of her life, and she was shook like anything. She said that I was someone who took a decision to live with a man, and suddenly after 2 days I'm realizing that 2 days after saying a yes, I'm realizing that this man was already married and also had a baby. But 2 days passed by. She tried to make distance. 1 week she took for herself, saying that no, I will not speak. She fought with him. बहुत लड़ाई कर ली और बोला कि मैं नहीं रहूँगी तुम्हारे साथ, और 1 हफ्ते तक बात नहीं किया. 1 हफ्ते बाद उसने रियलाइज़ किया कि क्या मतलब नहीं बात करना सोल्यूशन है. मतलब ये उसका पिछला लाइफ था. वट एवर हैपेंड वॉज हिज अर्लियर लाइफ, एंड आज जो सिचुएशन में वो थी, उसके लिए कुछ सही गलत कुछ मायने नहीं रखता था. उसके लिए एक चीज़ मायने रखती थी, जो कि है उसका प्यार उस लड़के की तरफ. एंड आई थिंक क्वाइट फेयर, राइट. ठीक है, जो भी हो गया पिछले लाइफ में, until the man loves you, the man wants to be with you. What's wrong in that? I mean, I don't feel anything is wrong in that. So yes, हाँ बोल दिया. पता चला कि 10 साल बड़ा है, डिवोर्स्ड है, बच्चा है, फिर भी हाँ बोल दिया. Parents, as always, they are the ones who are very protective about their child. They always want the best for their princess. They'll always feel that my girl, my baby, whom I उसको 25 साल तक बड़ा किया, क्यों क्या मतलब उसको क्या ज़रूरत पड़ रही है कि किसी डिवोर्स्ड आदमी के साथ रहे, या किसी ऐसे आदमी के साथ रहे जिसका ऑलरेडी बच्चा है. तो माँ बाप ने थोड़ा सा इन्फोर्स किया चीज़ें कि मत करो, वी आर नॉट विथ यू. जस्ट बोलने की बात है, वी आर नॉट विथ यू, बट द पेरेंट्स आर द वंस हु विल ऑलवेज स्टे बाय योर साइड एंड से कि नहीं, ठीक है, आप जो भी कर रहे हो हम आपके साथ हैं. सो दैट्स हाउ हर पेरेंट्स ऑल्सो रिएक्टेड. They said, okay, if you have decided something for yourself, go ahead. Although the family members, the other family members were still against. Some didn't even attend her wedding. But yeah, they took it she took it in a rather in a very spirited manner, saying that that's my life. Let me decide how I want to live it, without without taking confirmations, affirmations from people around. So she said, okay, I'll get married to you. And within a few months, still a little to and fro communications happened, and then they said, okay, we will get married. They got married, and yes, new life had started for her. Like for every girl, a new life, एक शादीशुदा होना, किसी और के घर पे जाना थोड़ा सा चैलेंजिंग होता है. But yes, she was ready for it all. She got married to him. Very simple wedding, एक मंदिर में जाके शादी कर ली, and her new life began. Just 2 days of her marriage, she realized that what a mistake she had made. What had happened? Yes, the husband was not there with her on this very second night. One night went off. He said, I have some work." He didn't come back home. 2 nights went off. He didn't come back home. Late nights, like in the morning, he used to come back. So out of concern, this girl went to a mother-in-law, asking that, do you know where he goes out? Because when she started asking and questioning, he started abusing. So she realized that, oh God, what have I done with my life? He's a separate person. He's a completely different person I thought he would be. And the story started. Everyday abuses. Even the father-in-law was abusive. Things just went on. Horrible situation. But now she had taken a decision for herself. She held on for months, saying that okay, now things would be okay, now things would be fine. Suddenly one day, she picked up her husband's phone, and realized that there were messages. There were messages from prostitutes. There were messages from prostitutes, and she was broken like anything. She tried to confront with a heavy heart because उसे पता था वहाँ पे जाएगी, कुछ उसका सुना नहीं जाने वाला है, उसे गालियाँ ही मिलने वाली है, उसे मार मिलने वाली है. At the age of 25, when a girl decides to go to someone else's place and she gets to know that that man is the most abusive person she has ever met. But still she gathered courage, saying that no, he is my husband, let me go to him and ask him what the hell is this. And you know what the answer she got? She said, तुम अपना काम करो, ये मेरी life है, I will live my life according to my terms and conditions. These were the words he used. She went to her mother-in-law saying that आपको पता है कि ये ऐसे prostitutes के पास जाते हैं रात भर, and मुझे सही नहीं लग रहा है ये सब. You know what her mother-in-law said? मैंने अपनी ज़िंदगी ऐसे ही निकाल दी, तू भी निकाल ले. चुपचाप काम करने का, खाना पकाओ, हस्बैंड को सेटिस्फाई करो और सो जाओ. यही एक लड़की की लाइफ है. The illiteracy just came out. Now this girl had felt the major hit in her life because the only woman she was staying in the house did not support her, because she was of the mentality that a woman is supposed to cook food, satisfy her husband, and then live her life in the house, taking care of the family. She did that. Few months came down. She felt that okay, because I think we don't have a baby, the things are such. Maybe once we have a child together, maybe he would improve. He would think that no, we have a responsibility. Then she conceived. No, she got the good news that she's going to be the mother soon. Even after that, even after listening to that, her room was decided as per what the in-laws wanted. पूरे घर में सिर्फ लड़कों के फोटोज़ थे, एक भी लड़की का पिक्चर लगाने नहीं दिया उन लोगों के हिसाब से. एक अगर वो कंसीव कर रही है, if she is pregnant, if she is going to have a baby, it should be a baby boy. The typical mentality wherein only a baby boy is accepted with full warmth, and a baby girl is been sidelined. So during her pregnancy, same thing was still continuing, but she was she held band strong, saying that no, this baby will help me go through, survive with my marriage. So you know, to her luck, it was a baby girl. 9 months went by. 9 months went by with so much struggle. She was not even given proper food to eat. She was not even given. She was thrown biscuits, saying that ye kha le, and she was not taken proper care of. She went to her mother's place for a few months. Her last day of her pregnancy, she went home. Her mother took good care of her. None of the parents were, complained. None of them said that, what did you do? Why did you not listen to us and all? Nothing. They took her in her arms and helped her do whatever she wished to. They took good care of her. After having the baby girl, initially in the hospital, the in-laws were so angry that ultimately she had a baby girl, and since they had expected a baby boy, they were very angry. But then still, these people went up to her mom and dad and said, we will take her home, and they took her home. So they said, okay, now since it's a baby, they will be, they will take care of her and all. They agreed, and they asked her to go back home. What is happening after a few days? When she told me this, I literally had goosebumps. You know what the father-in-law did? The 11 days baby, he used to drink, he used to abuse. 11 days baby, he took in his hands, और उसको he actually put his mouth in his mouth when he was fully drunk. This was what she had gone through. The abuse was going out of her mind. She immediately snatched her little baby and just shouted and yelled that none of you will ever touch the child. None of you will be near my child. They literally said that. She literally said that no one will ever come in around my baby. And she also felt that she was being physically abused by her father-in-law. तो मुझे बता रही थी, जब मैं किचन में काम करती हूँ तब क्या होता था, he used to enter in to take some water and all, because the kitchen was not very big, so he used to come and take some water and all. I used to touch her and he used to move out. This situation she also explained to her mother-in-law, seeking for some help. Maybe this would actually help her to come out of it. But I think the mother-in-law had already accepted it. अपने बच्चे का मुंह देख के ज़िंदगी निकाल लो, मैंने भी वही किया है. This is how you have to live your life. Now it was something which had gone out of her control. She had decided that nothing else could ever help her now. She had to take a stand. She had to take a decision. She thought that she would move out of the house and let them realize that what the situation is, how the life is without her. So she said that a few days let me go to my mom's place. I will be there. मैं वहाँ पे रहूँगी. बेबी भी छोटी है. I will take care of her, and after few days I'll come back. But I'll come back only when the situations look good. If you guys do not improve, I am not willing to come back. And the next day when she went home, she got to know from her neighbors that there was a party after she left, because I think they were very happy that she had just moved out and she was not with them anymore. And she decided, okay, it's the end now. I was so touched with what she was saying. But one thing that just brightened me was, what, Nidhi? I do not regret anything. I am still thankful to them, because I got such a lovely, beautiful baby girl with me, and that's because of them. So I think that's enough for me to live my entire life. I do not need someone to take care of me. I just needed someone whom I could take care, and he could just love me back. But I did not get that. I fought with the world to live with him, and he fought with me to not live with him. Got the baby, that's okay. She's beautiful. She's someone I can just, I'll just take care of her. I'll be the best mother and the father for her. I'll be the single mother. I will raise her beautifully. And I was like, yes, yes, girl, that's the spirit. She never complained that, I'm so upset that, I took that decision. No, she said, I'm proud that I listened to my heart. I'm proud that I took the decision. I'm proud that I have a baby with me. I'm proud that I'm not the same person I was earlier. No more unwanted emotions hit me. There was a time when I thought, I would just end my life. But then I thought of the little girl in my hand, saying that, she's just telling me, Mama, I'm just so small. I need you. Someone has just, done so bad with you, but I will make your life beautiful and I will be with you. तो उसका कहना यही था कि लाइफ ने बहुत सारी चीज़ें उसके ऊपर थोपी, इतनी गंदी चीज़ें हुई उसके साथ, बट वन थिंग शी वॉज सो डिटर्मिन्ड that she always listened to what her heart said. She never bothered about the society. Even today she says that, when I go out of the house, when I get ready, when I move out, people, I hear comments from people saying that इसी की गलती होगी, इसी ने कुछ किया होगा तभी ऐसा हुआ. So society will always blame you, will always give you suggestions on how you should live your life. But like this girl, even you should be determined. And when we were just ending the call, she told me one more thing. She said, Nidhi, I was such a fool that I did not go and contact that girl whom he had left. I never bothered to actually speak to her that, what had actually happened that led to the divorce. What is happening with the little baby? When I was a mother, I realized that, there would be something with her also. Something would have happened with her also, like these people treated me. So she went, she stayed in a different state. She went in a different state, asked, somehow she tried to contact her and all. And she finally met her. You know what she realized? That the same thing had happened with this girl. Yes, they treated her in the same way. But the difference was, they took her from, so she came from a little village wherein, things are not very developed. She was someone, she was someone who was very naive, would accept every situation that came. She had told her that this man had literally picked up the baby boy and wanted to throw him away, and she snatched her and ran away in her mother's place. That's how they treated the previous wife. That man's previous wife. This was the way they treated her as well. So this gave her more strength, more courage, saying that, since she did not stand up and told her that, this was a situation, maybe she wouldn't have heard, because she was so blindly in love with him. But still, she thought that, I will never let this happen with any other woman. She's still fighting. They do not live together, but she's still fighting for the divorce. But she's made sure, she's very clear in her mind that his money is not going to help her anyways. But she wants to make sure that tomorrow, when her little girl, she grows, she shouldn't be saying that, Mama, you did not fight for yourself, how will you fight for me? She wants to fight for her little baby, and she is happy with her life. So and also, I love the way she concluded, saying that, I'm not ready for any marriage now, but I am not someone who will say that, अरे उसने मेरे साथ ऐसा कर लिया तो अब सब लड़के एक जैसे हैं, मैं नहीं रहूँगी, मैं नहीं करूँगी कुछ भी. No, she said, I'm happy with how things are right now. पर अगर फ्यूचर में कुछ ऐसा हुआ जहाँ पे मुझे लगा, no, this person may be someone I still want to live my life with, then I will still listen to my heart, and I will be someone who will make myself happy, no matter what the society says, no matter what anyone's days. Her parents were her support. Her parents were someone who never left her alone. Yes, that's how she wants to live her life. So, to conclude, I would like to say to all you girls that you are the society. It's your life, it's your story, it's your heart. So, don't just be on the back seat, be the driver. Be the driver of your own car, and your car is your life. Yes, come up, speak up, help girls. Your story can impact others, and your story can be something which would be a changing point for the people, for the girls around you. So, help me share your story so that I can bring it up on this platform and help the people around us. Thank you.